Oh yeah, hey. So the other day I made this phone mic, which is an old landline phone, and all I did was took an XLR cable, ran it up through the phone, and soldered it to this speaker up here. And then I got a comment on that video from my buddy Ari, and they suggested trying to find a way to do this that doesn't involve actually disassembling the phone. In other words, have it still be functional as a phone, but you can also plug it into a mixer or whatever. So I think what I'm going to do is take this little XLR cable and just attach it to a phone cable so that, in theory, you should just be able to plug this into a phone, plug the other end into a mixer, and then it doesn't damage your phone at all. So let's give that a shot. So similar to what we did last time, we've got our XLR cable here. All of the ground is on the outside. And this time, instead of a red and blue wire, we have a red and white wire, but, you know, same deal. Okay, I got my phone cable here. Now there were 4 wires coming out of it. I'm gonna look for the 2 that correspond with those red and green wires we had yesterday, and then solder those to the red and white wires respectively. Editing here, me here, editing guy. I just realized that I said I was gonna solder those wires. I don't know why I said that, to be honest, because I didn't do that. I just twisted them together and then held them with electrical tape. I don't know why I said that. When I talk into the phone, it doesn't seem to make a difference. And when I poke these wires, oh, that's not good. That's not a good thing. That's not good. That means we're just getting a bunch of feedback. It's just going to be a bunch of buzzing. Let's plug it into the phone and verify that that's what it is. So that last thing didn't work. So I decided to try a different approach, which was to just clip it to the little port that I pulled off of this phone yesterday, and then plug it into this. And now it seems to be doing the thing I want it to do.
Okay, so now it's plugged into my cell phone. I'm talking through the phone. I'm going to listen back to it and see if it worked. So at this point I've got my wires just sort of twisted together. XLR cable comes out of the mixer, attaches to these 2 wires, which attaches to that port, and then from the port I have plugged in this phone, which is actually, this is actually the piano phone. It's the piano phone. So yeah, I think I'm gonna figure out a way to get some of these exposed wires put away, just so they don't bump anything and give me feedback. And then, yeah, I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so now we have mixer is plugged into the phone, XLR into the mixer, and then on the bottom of that, on the end of the XLR cable, pretty much just attaches to our little port here, with some extra crap hanging off the bottom. So yeah, there's your cable. Connects to a phone without destroying the phone.
Well, I hope Ari wasn't expecting it to look pretty, because, I mean, it looks kind of whatever. But, you know, here it is. It's XLR on one end and phone jack on the other end. So there you go. I mean, you could do that. You could also do that and then plug any phone into it. I have bad news, everyone. I was going to plug the Garfield phone into this, but this is the RJ9, the smaller one, versus the RJ11, the bigger one that's in the wall, and that's what this one needs, which is kind of weird because there's only 2 wires in it. So on the sides of the wires, there's just a bunch of, like, there's 2 on either side that just aren't being used, which seems a little weird, but, you know, whatever, I guess. So yeah, bad news. I can't plug the Garfield phone into this cable, but I can plug the piano phone into it. Look at this. Look at this. I tell him I did it. See, it doesn't look like a box. They see it doesn't need to be a box. It would be cooler if it was. Like, oh, and then they start talking about a disco version of the Nutcracker. I want to hear that. At least Henry liked it. Henry liked the cable. That's all that matters.